Behold, we got a Founders Edition 3060 Ti from a scalper. Drove 2 hours each way, 4 hours, a little over 4 hours round trip. But did it, done, and I got my pretty good deal, 900 bucks from scalper. This is October 13th, 2021. So I'm going to do an unboxing for this. The Founders Editions cards are some of my favorites. Of course, now for 3070s and 3060 Ti's, only the Founders Editions are not low hash rate. So that's what makes these good. 3070s are nice because, and 3060 Ti's, because they're very efficient. They're some of the most efficient mining graphics cards you can buy, and they are the highest output that does not use the the GDDR6X or something memory. I probably got that backwards, but let's take this open. Try and open this one-handed. Ooh, look at that. That is nice. Wow. And something that's nice about these, oh, they smell like a brand. I mean, normally I don't care about shoes, but this smells premium. Brand new box of shoes is what it smells like. Look at this bad boy. It's small. I don't know how much difference this compares to a 3070 Founders Edition. It looks the same. I really don't understand why they make a 3060 Ti and a 3070. But for miners, I'm a miner, they do the same. About 62 mega hash in the watts is about 115, 120 watts. So they're extremely efficient. 3080, I have a 3080 Founders Edition that gets about, 200 watts. Probably the 3080s or Founders Editions have the highest output for the dollar. They're 90 mega hash, but you can overclock them to 100 mega hash, where this is 62 mega hash. A 3090 can go up to 121, 124 mega hash. So this is double. This is a half of what a 3090, and a 3090 gets double this. But a 3080, it's at 90 mega hash would be 50% more. But at 100 mega hash with overclocking, it's actually one of the highest output. But when it comes to summertime and the heat that they throw off, and the VRAM temperatures getting real hot during the summer, 3080s, I try to stick to the 3070 and the 3060 Ti. I just learned recently that a 3060 Ti gets the same mega hash as a 3070. I never knew it. It gets confusing with this low hash rate. They were doing this bypass for some of the 3060s with the dongle. It gets confusing. So I know 3070 non-LHRs are, especially Founders Editions, those are the non-LHR. But I never really understood 3060, 3060. It gets confusing to say the least. So, but these use they come with a connector, which is different than all the other brands GPUs. They don't use a connector, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see here. So this is the connector. And this is nice though, because you only need one power supply cable to power this GPU. For other 3070s and a lot of these other GPUs that are on par with this, you need two power connectors. Well, when you're building rigs and everything's limited, space, your connectors, everything's limited. So it's just, and then even the ports in your power supply are are limited. You only have an limited amount of of ports to connect power to in your power supply. So you could get like a 1,000 watt power supply. I mean, this is what I would be doing. Um, you could power 6 of these on a rig. These are about the same as 3070, 115 watts. Say 110 times 6, 660. Probably a little under 700. Throw in a rig, motherboard, a low-powered CPU, and you'll be right around 800 watts. So, and they say you can use up to 80%. You should use up to 80% of the power supply. So 1,000 watt, you could be safe and get a 1250 if you don't have your power supply and you're looking to buy a 1250 power supply. Now, when out of the box you start mining, that's going to be a problem, because out of the box, they probably run 180 watts. So I'm thinking of when they're optimized, they use between 110 and 120 watts. But if you just plug this in and mine and don't change the settings, they're going to use 180. Then you're looking at 200 times 6. Getting close to 1,200, maybe take off 100, about 1,100 watts. If you don't optimize the power settings and then throw in 150, you'll be way over 1,250 if you don't optimize the settings. But I use NiceHash. I like to get Bitcoin. So one thing about NiceHash is it's really easy to just change the settings. You just go from high, medium, low, and that changes your power. Even on the high, it's in the it's in the 115 range. So I've never had a 3060 Ti. Just because I didn't want like those 30 megahash GPUs. So this is a nice card. This is one of my favorites, the 3060 Ti's and the 37. Again, they're almost identical. So as of 2021, this is the best mining graphics card you can get. This and the 3070 Founders Edition. As of June 2021, the 3070s and anything less 3060 Ti for non-Founders Editions, those are limited hash rate, which means half of the Ethereum hash rate. They got all these workarounds on YouTube, but it's kind of a pain in the butt, and I don't like dealing with those. It's just extra hassle. I don't like dealing with them. I highly recommend staying away from LHR cards. People will buy them, and they'll do the workarounds, the jerry rigs, but it's not worth the hassle. This is the card if you're mining and you just want to. What's the best card? Best card to get. This is it. 3060 Ti Founders Edition and the 3070 Founders Edition. Again, if you get a non-Founders Edition, which is Nvidia's own version, then it's going to be a limited hash rate. So stick to Nvidia's Founders Edition. Again, 62 mega hash. As of this video, I looked it up, probably about $4 in revenue. Ethereum hitting 3,600, and in May it was probably about $6, and briefly it hit $12. It was really profitable, but I'm pretty optimistic that Ethereum will go higher. 5,000 by the end of 2021, 10,000 next year. They go much higher, and who knows? Maybe, hopefully, the mining rates will get better than what they are currently at $4. But $4 is still not bad. It just takes it's a longer to get your ROI, but that's okay. Yeah, this is a great card. This is what I highly recommend. GPUs that get 60 mega hash and above. I don't like messing with 30 mega hash, and I don't like messing with older GPUs either because there's a limited lifespan of these things. I think they're doing 5-year-old GPUs and 7-year, 8-year-old GPUs, and they're just making really like 50 cents a day net after electricity. So I would stay away from older cards. Just go with 60 mega hash and newer, and don't forget to install the newest driver. If you ever have any problems with graphics cards and they're acting up, they're just acting strange, just reinstall the drivers. It gives you an option to do a clean install from the Nvidia drivers. And a lot of times that will clear up any problems, and you might come across those problems where they act up when you're switching GPUs between rigs for whatever reason. The rig might act crazy, and I use Windows, I don't use Hive. There's benefits to both, but that's what I use. Windows, simple, keep it simple. So that's it. Good luck with your mining.